Hi, I'm Jeffrey Hart, and today I'm going to be doing a training example. This is for the 2020 Association for Educational Communications and Technology, or AECT, Design and Development Problem Statement. For this presentation, I'm going to present the AECT Design and Development Problem. And then I'm going to provide my solution or my fictional group solution to this problem that I've been working on for a few days. So, to begin, NATO is opening a new education and training facility, ETF, this year. And the leaders have decided it would be a great time to analyze their entire training framework before this facility opens its doors. NATO headquarters, Supreme Allied Command Transformation, has outsourced various training projects over the years. A request for a proposal for the creation of a new e-learning training framework for this new ETF has been posted. NATO HQ will select the contracting company who has submitted the best proposal. Given your team's strong instructional design and performance improvement background, you and your team have decided to submit a proposal. So we'll look at this next step. The new ETF will host 500 students yearly and house classrooms, meeting rooms, an auditorium, and plenty of office space for staff. The staff office space will also have a conference room that can seat up to 20 people. The auditorium will accommodate 100 people, and each classroom a maximum of 20 students. The facility will have state-of-the-art training technology capabilities with high bandwidth internet connection, wired and wireless. In addition to the classrooms, there will be a computer laboratory equipped with printers and a dedicated secure network. This ETF's educational focal areas include command and control, security force assistance, and defense against terrorism. For each of these areas, there will be a dedicated subject matter expert SME team who will be led by a director. So, for this objective, my team's task is to create a more effective and efficient NATO training framework for this new ETF that is supported by technology, enabling the facility to train 1,000 students, twice the physical capacity yearly. Your framework should take the form of a document with text charts and graphics as needed. These 6 elements must be included in your framework: methodology, evaluation, training technology identification, content identification, development strategies, and implementation strategies. Now, I do have a document that will be attached with this video. It will not be as detailed as maybe a full formal document, but for the purposes of this example, I think it'll be quite a bit. So, as we get to my example or my fictional team's example, you'll see a proposal that I will give. I'll have a little script that I kind of worked on to go along with it. So, my title for this will be Implementing an Effective Training Framework for NATO's New Education and Training Facility. If I were to be a part of this AECT, problem statement competition, a presentation would be the third phase if I were to get to that phase. And the first 2 phases would be the idea and then the expansion of the idea in the second phase, and then the presentation of the idea would be the third phase. So for this introduction, I'm going to pretty much welcome you to my presentation on the Comprehensive Training Framework proposal for NATO's new Education and Training Facility, ETF, In this presentation, we will outline the key components of the framework and the strategies that I have employed to ensure its successful implementation. So I hope this goes well. First thing to look at is methodology. So, to develop an effective and efficient training framework for NATO's new ETF, my fictional team is going to be using the ADDIE instructional design model. This systematic approach ensures that the framework is learner centered, which is very key, goal oriented, and adaptable to meet NATO's evolving training needs. For evaluation. So, continuous evaluation is essential to measure the effectiveness and the efficiency the training framework. So, we will implement multi-level evaluation approach, including formative and summative evaluation. This will help refine the framework and pretty much ensure it's aligned with NATO's objectives. Training technology identification. So, to support the training framework that will support 1,000 students a year, we're going to leverage the following technologies: learning management system, a virtual learning environment, and then mobile learning. So hopefully the goal is that these technologies will provide more seamless access to all the training content rather than just being within one physical space or auditorium. So for content identification, this is already provided by NATO. The content for the training framework will be identified based on thorough analysis of NATO's training needs and objectives. It will cover the areas of command and control, um, security force assistance, and defense against terrorism. The content will be structured into modules on the LMS system and incorporate instructional design strategies such as scenario based simulations, interactive videos, case studies, and knowledge checks. Development strategies. So, to ensure high quality content development, we're going to employ instructional design expertise, multimodal content development, and then collaborative development process. These strategies will result in engaging and effective learning experiences, I hope, um, that aligns also with NATO's training goals and also addresses the unique needs of adult learners in a working environment. Implementation strategies. For successful implementation of the training framework that requires careful planning and execution, um, I'm going to pretty much propose the following steps as it goes to this. We're going to propose the Train the Trainer program, seamless integration into existing infrastructure, change management strategies, and continuous improvement mechanisms. These strategies will ensure the effective delivery, the smooth adoption, and ongoing enhancement of the training framework. Detailed implementation plan. So, for this scenario, my implementation plan involves following key steps. It's going to involve a needs analysis and customization, training material development, a pilot program, training delivery, and pretty much ongoing support and evaluation. Each step is going to be designed to ensure a successful and optimized training framework for NATO's ETF. Uh, Justification or reasoning for my uh, program. Um, We have made key decisions, or I have made key decisions, I guess, in my fictional group, such as conducting a pilot program, offering a blended of training delivery modes, implementing train the trainer programs, and providing ongoing support and evaluation. So these decisions are justified by their ability to optimize the training framework. I believe they can cater to the learner a lot better and more efficiently, build internal capacity, and then ensure continuous improvement. Creation of process. Our team, or my team, will work closely with NATO's stakeholders to create a detailed process document, design a process, excuse me, provide, ah, design a representative pilot program, and develop training examples. These collaborative efforts will ensure successful implementation of the training framework and showcase its effectiveness to NATO command. To conclude, by implementing these comprehensive training frameworks supported by technology, NATO's new ETF will be able to train 1,000 students yearly effectively by doubling its physical capacity. The learner centered approach, coupled with evaluation and continuous improvements, will ensure the training program remains relevant, efficient, and impactful. And I believe it will continue to be improved with the advancement of technology to ensure the LMS and virtual learning environments continue to be a great learning environment along with the traditional in person auditorium environment. I want to thank you for your attention. I'm excited to work with this, in this case, fictional, but NATO's new educational and training facility and contribute to the success of the training program, or at least that's what I would say. But for you, I want to thank you for joining me in this presentation. What I provided is just an example of an AECT problem statement and my solution to that. If you are curious about more detail, I do have a document attached, as I have said. Please feel free to investigate and please ask me for more questions if you need. Thank you.